working on more terrain on this custom build, and also destroying an entire village by burying it under sand. Does this make me a bad person? Maybe, but I won't allow this bad a terrain on my custom world, you know? Also, just shout out to these 2 villagers for surviving that whole ordeal. At least they still have a house. Kinda. You know, we're not gonna worry about it. That's not my problem right now. Or maybe it is. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if anyone remembers these 2 villagers and their sad house that I destroyed for the greater good of this custom world, but it's time to build them a house that isn't that one and leave them not trapped in boats. Also this cat that also survived. Oh, the cat's gone. And also this cat that somehow miraculously survived. But let's go build them a house. I call this build struggling with windows and gratings for 2 hours because that's exactly what I did. I used a color palette that I haven't ever used and built in a more detailed style that I usually never do. But I really like the use of mangrove, diorite, and lamps together in this rustic feeling townhouse. Also, please ignore that I pretty much do the entire front before starting in the back of the build. You're not allowed to judge me for that. I just want to say, one of my favorite building tips, especially for builds like this that have these little light windows, is one, your debug stick is your best friend because it gets rid of planes connecting to lanterns, and also you can then have lanterns without redstone blocks. You can just right click them like that. That is one thing that I really recommend if you're a builder. Now I gotta go through the painful task of somehow transporting these villagers all the way over there because I didn't think about making the house any closer. And just like that, they're in their new home that they definitely like, with their beds in the dark corner and their 1 lamp and the hole in the ceiling. Do I need to make an interior for them, or do you guys think this is fine? Because like I think this is fine, but I mean if you don't think it is, leave something in the comments. Alright, since all of you guys commented to make them an interior, that is what we're going to do. They're jumping to get out. They don't even want to be in here. So let's make this into something that they actually want to live in and enjoy. Alright, and look at a cool transition. I'm so cool. Anyways, let's go into the building. Wow, they got a sitting area and then a kitchen. Here's the cat's room, because you always gotta have a room for the cat. And then here is their room. Right? Look at me learning how to like build interiors. Like, look at that. One thing I want to say with builds, especially like little detailed builds like this, learn cheats, because this I think is my favorite thing ever now. These are all beds. These 3 function, right? And these are just, I think these might function too. These are just half beds to make this bed look bigger. And not only that, another thing is if you remember from the previous video, there is just a gap in the wall here, so there's these lights and you can't see it and it's not like an eyesore from the inside. I heavily recommend, if you build your builds bigger, do this. Have this little weird annex area. It's so convenient. It makes your builds look so much better. But yeah, that's the interior. That's the interior. We can finally get those guys inside of here. All right, and there. And look at, they love their new home. Hypothetically, this man's gonna get out of all the blocks in this entire building, you decided to be a fisherman. I'm not even gonna question it. That's not my problem. Where did the other guy? Oh, he's cooking. Oh, he's in the sink. It's fine.